We've probably all seen photos of athletes sitting in a cold bath and forcing a smile through gritted teeth. The idea is that the cold bath will help them to recover faster from training or a game. In today's episode, we'll take a look at whether there is real effectiveness to cold water immersion, or whether it's all pain and no real gain. After training, our body repairs itself from the stress of our workout, rebuilding the body to ultimately become stronger. Competitions, especially in contact sports like rugby, football, or hockey, can cause a lot of bruising and damage. So one focus for athletes is to maximize or increase the rate of recovery. And one very popular recovery method has been cold water immersion, or CWI. The idea behind CWI is that the cold stress reduces blood flow to the muscles. In turn, this can reduce the amount of swelling or inflammation, which can further damage the muscles and increase muscle soreness. CWI can be very good for reducing muscle swelling and soreness. However, while this is good in the short term and after hard competition, it may actually be counterproductive for long-term training. That's because research is showing that, rather than being a bad thing, the inflammation from training may actually be an important trigger that stimulates the body to repair and grow stronger. So if you reduce inflammation, you may feel better in the short term, but you might actually be getting less long-term benefit from your training. Most CWI and recovery studies have been very short-term, just looking at 1 or 2 training sessions. A 2021 study, however, looked at CWI as a recovery tool over 8 weeks of leg-based weight training, with 11 participants training 3 times a week. After each session, they either spent 10 minutes immersed up to the neck in 15 degrees Celsius water, or in the other trial, they did a control and just rested on a couch for 10 minutes. They were tested before and after the 8 weeks of training, and again 3 weeks later. On the graph, we see the results for the strength and power test at pre, post, and 3 weeks after training, with the CWI in blue and the control in white. The authors saw a slight improvement in strength and power in the control condition without CWI. However, there was actually a trend towards slightly less strength and power over time when CWI was used. The circumference of the thigh increased with both recovery methods. However, when using ultrasound to measure the thigh muscle itself, the CWI recovery actually led to less growth in muscle thickness. One big improvement to this study would be if they had taken muscle samples to really look at the structural and metabolic changes within the muscle cells themselves. However, this study is unique in being such a long-term study tracking CWI use. Importantly, not only does CWI appear to provide no positive benefit when compared to control, it seems to actually make training less effective, so it doesn't seem to be a very useful tool for athletes after everyday training. However, it may still be useful after competitions with a lot of muscle damage, as the focus then is on damage control rather than attempting to adapt to training. I hope that you've enjoyed this look into the fascinating world of environmental physiology. I'm Professor Stephen Chung, and I run the Environmental Ergonomics Lab at Brock University in Canada. Check out our other short environmental physiology videos or our longer, more detailed environmental ergonomics symposium series. Thanks for watching. See you next time.